Yo, what's going on, friends? And welcome back to the Hoodrat podcast, where I'm a Hoodrat, you're a Hoodrat. What? We all Hoodrats, but welcome back to our monthly show. Me and my boy Godly over here, man, Mr. Shortbox. This is where we do our hashtag show, where we pick out, we have a few hashtags that we discuss and we announce to the world over on Instagram. And you guys put the hashtags into your posts, and we pick out the ones we like, and we try to celebrate you and the Instagram community and make sure that you guys are being heard. So, how you doing, Godly, man? This is my co-host right here, Godly Comics, man, Mr. Shortbox. How you living, bro?
I'm living good, man. It's always great to be here. It's always an honor to always be invited and to co-host with you, and always meeting new people in the comic book community that always are trying to push the envelope of collecting and always trying to meet new people and just trying to form a network with everyone else. So it's an amazing feeling just to be in this this hobby and this passion that we all have, because outside of this, we're like we were talking about earlier, there's nobody else to talk about this stuff with, only with the people here. So I'm glad to be here.
And this month we invited like one of our friends from Instagram. He has a new YouTube show going on, and it's a really dope show. And he's the king of reels, man. His reels are the best like comic reels there are on Instagram. And he's a good friend, man, of mine. And we actually did a show together over here on this channel a couple months back, and we had a fun time. And let's bring him in, man. And that's Phil. That's 1-2 Nerd King. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
What's up? What up, my man? How's it?
Chilling,
We're doing good. How about yourself?
No complaints. It's Thursday. I'm in Michigan, so it's like rainy and cool. It's crap weather. It's total shite weather, right? So it's not the best. But at the end of the day, it's still a good day. I mean, there was a heck of a new comic book day yesterday. Lots of great titles dropped. I'm getting to hang out with friends, making new friends, seeing old friends. So it's been a good day, man. It's been a good day.
Speaking of titles, what titles did you pick up?
What'd you get? All right, here we go. What'd you get?
So I got Rogue Sun.
Okay.
I got Newburn.
All right.
Black cover.
I got Astro City. I had to get this because of the Radiant Black cover.
Yep.
Zombies versus Robots classic. Panther. Dynamite.
Wow, that's a cool cover.
That's kind of sexy.
Yeah, that was kind of sexy.
Step by Bloody Step. Because everybody needs a comic you don't have to actually read.
That's true.
Animal Castle, which has been great. My Date with Monsters, which has been good. Aftershock's been on fire.
Okay.
Aftershock and AWA are like my two favorite indie publishers right now. Harbinger. Valiant's back with a vengeance as far as I'm concerned, but enjoying that. I had to get the only cover of the White Knights Batman Beyond version that we're getting into right now. So this was the only cover I could get. But Darkstalkers. So this is a first appearance of Morgan from the Capcom. Capcom video games like Capcom versus Marvel, things like that.
That's a one shot, huh?
Yeah, but it's the only reason I ever knew her or heard of her. And the guy at my shop's just like, somebody wanted the B cover, so I had to get the A. And he's like, "Do you want it?" I'm like,
Okay.
Ghost Rider has been amazing. This new series, loved issue 1, so I had to get the second. New Captain Marvel. I love this cover. I don't normally do these covers that have nothing to do with the comics, but this Gwen Stacy one with the Mystique was just dope. Dark Ages has been absolute fire.
That's the first appearance of Miles Morales in this as a symbiote or something like that with
in the
black suit
or
something like that. I actually picked that up too.
Yep. DC versus Vampires. This is where we find who the King Vampire is.
All right.
Damn, you picked up a lot.
And I picked up The Killer, Affairs of the State.
You weren't lying. You were lying when You were lying when you said you picked up a lot.
Wow,
You know what I'm
nice.
saying?
Yeah, this is a back issue, but I never got this
Hey.
cover, and I love Nita Hawes' Nightmare blog, and I love these. I love these covers.
That's woman at work right there, man. Woman at work.
Land of the Living Gods has been a fantastic story. I couldn't get issue 2 at my shop, so I picked it up this other one. Same thing with Beyond the Breach. And last but not least, Pentagram of Horror from Black Caravan.
Wow. Dude.
Yeah, so that was my day.
Wow, man. Hey, you got a lot to read there. You have a lot to read, man. You have a lot to read.
Yeah, this is a problem that I have. And Something is Killing the Children. I left those off there. Where's my other ones? Yeah, I left out my Sick Tick covers. Are on my other pile, I think. Yeah, I've got.
There's another pile.
Yeah, there's another pile. Yeah, my Something is Killing the Children's right there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, I like that cover because that one actually opens. It was kind of like unique.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I like that. It reminded me of the Nonstop Spider-Man issue that went out. Yeah, I think that's really pretty much it.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
the other
dope,
ones are
man.
previous. Yeah. So
really
happy new comic book day.
Okay, that's awesome, man. Hey, man, but Phil, let everybody know where they can find you, bro.
So I am the One True Nerd King. You can find me on Instagram, but you can also please find me on YouTube. Please find me on YouTube, okay? Because I've got just a few people that are being kind enough to follow me right now. And I am really trying to build out my subs. So make sure you use the underscores. That's where I'm at. I'm also on Instagram. Obviously, I've got TikTok. I've got Twitter. I'm kind of a little bit of everywhere right now. I'm trying to get a little bit more expansive. For those that know me, I was on Instagram pretty hardcore. Then I had to hack, and I had 9,000 followers, and all of a sudden I had none. So after that, I decided to diversify.
Yeah, man.
So now I'm on all platforms, but I'm really trying to make an effort on YouTube right now and join guys like you out here getting to do all the cool stuff with the graphics and the overlays. And play with the big boys like you guys. So,
oh man,
thank you.
We're just a mom and pop shop over here, bro. We just have fun and you know what I'm saying, and laugh and try to meet new people, man. Like you. I mean, you're not new people to me. You're fan, bro. But for Godly, like I told Godly too, I was like, Godly, you got to be on the show, man, because Phil coming on. Phil has dope stuff.
About to subscribe right now.
I heart you, bro. Thank you so much.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
But Golly, you gotta let everybody know where everybody can find you, bro.
Yo, you guys could follow me on Instagram, and that is about it right now.
On Instagram, but you do have a YouTube channel, and you'll be having.
I do have a YouTube channel. I'll eventually get my camera and lens that I want. I don't want to give any poor quality, so I'm gonna definitely upgrade to a nice camera and lens later on down the future. So if you guys want to follow me on YouTube, I don't have any videos yet, but eventually I will. Golly Comics on YouTube.
If you need help with cameras and lenses, man, let me know. That's kind of what I do for a living. I can always help you track down stuff, bro. No worries.
Thank you. I hear that Best Buy has like the best warranties for like cameras and lenses. Is that true?
I go through B&H more direct, but they're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with a decent DSLR nowadays. Nobody makes a bad DSLR if you're sticking with the big four. Which is like, Sony, Nikon, Canon.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Sony a6600 with the G Master lens. So I think that one would be pretty decent.
It's all about your ecosystem, man. As long as you got things that are compatible with that you use a lot of, that's always a great thing.
Yeah.
Canon's got the best lenses. I use Nikon. Nikon's kind of up and coming again, so it's pretty inexpensive, very high quality. So it gives me the opportunity to get more things, right? When I'm using them right now. And Sony's very strong, right? Sony's Sony at the end of the day. So Sony's not going anywhere, so you don't got to worry about it. So you're always going to have that tech. So, but it's
I noticed. Yeah, I noticed that Sony is very compatible with a lot of platforms. So I'm just gonna keep with Sony.
Absolutely, man.
And it doesn't overheat. It doesn't overheat as much as other cameras as well when it comes to like videoing, I guess. That's
just
from,
make
like,
sure you
research.
get just get a digital. Don't get a mirrored. So get a mirrorless, and you won't have any overheating issues. I mean, I run these things for hours. I've got 3 of them going at the same time, so I can flip between things. And
yeah, mirrorless is kind of like the thing now, like for a lot of people now. So yeah.
Yep, it's lighter. It's better. It's better. Period.
Gotcha.
Yep.
There you go. All right, man. Hey, great. See, there you go, man. Hashtag show. We talk about comic books, and when you get the information about the cameras, man, there you go. So our tags for this month in March were Top Variant Tuesday and Top Variant Thursday, and our guest is the one true nerd critic. That's Phil, man. And Phil, you got the first pick, bro. So
I have the first pick. All right.
There you go.
So this is point 1, and for those that know me, this is the first full appearance of Kamala Khan. I am a huge Ms. Marvel fan. No better way to put it. It was the first comic I ever bought my daughter for her to actually read as far as things go. And so this comic for me, I believe it's the 1 in 100. I can't remember what the ratio is on this, but Motor City Comics published this, and I was just, all the hearts, all the love, 100% big fan of this book. And as you realize here, when you read it, figured it would be appropriate to share this book for Top Variant Tuesday, all new Marvel Now .1, number 1 McNiven variant, the first full appearance of Kamala Khan, contrary to any false rumors that were out there. There are thousands of these in circulation. This is not an easy one to find. Anyone catch the trailer for the new Disney Plus show that debuted today? And I loved the debut preview. Again, like I said, I've got a teenage daughter. I love the way Marvel's going with Ms. Marvel and making her a heart and soul kind of character that she is. So yes, this was my number 1 most favorite of favorites, Top Variant Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Motor City Comics, man, coming with some heat, man. And I talked about this on the Monday Night Comic Jive, man. There's a kind of like a slight drop in price, for the first appearance of Kamala Khan. That's Miss Marvel. But man, y'all slipping, man, because she's gonna be part of the MCU for the next 10 to 15 years. So, get it on the slip, man. Get it on the dip. It's still trending. It is still trending. There's a still pretty good mix of people buying it, but the price is lower than it was in January in some matters. So make sure you're catching this dip while you can. Right, Phil?
Yeah, I think some people hoped it was going to be more of like an adult version like that, but that's not Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel's not that kind of character. She's never been. She's been the person who tells you to stop screwing around, stop being stupid, get your shit together. She's the person that turned on Captain Marvel in Civil War II, that she's that conscience, but she's also a goofy teenage kid. And, so for me, it made a lot of sense. For some people, they were totally mad about it. And, reach their own.
I don't know if people, come on, y'all. Y'all read their comic books, man. Miss Marvel was not a dark character. None of her comic books were dark, man. They were always kind of bubbly and fun, man. It was a young lady trying to find herself and coming into herself as a superhero, What do you think, Godly? What do you think about this book in Miss Marvel, bro?
Well, they are definitely pushing Miss Marvel, and they're pushing a lot of young characters into the MCU and just in general with shows and stuff like that. So, if you like, Miss Marvel and all that stuff, and Kamala Khan, and yeah, it's definitely a book to get for sure.
Definitely, man. Let's check the prices on these, man. So the prices for this 9.6 is about wow. So you get a 9.6 for $3,000 or $1,450. So somewhere between $1,455 and $3,000.
I think that I think that 3K was had to be like a best offer taken.
Yeah, it did. Look, something. But it's a hard book to get, man. I think it's a 1 in 100, like you said, man. It's a very hard book to find. There was a rumor in the past that someone had them in a warehouse, but hey, I haven't seen it. And the price isn't really dropping down to to accompany with that.
There's always a rumor.
Yeah, there's always these rumors, but the prices are there. You see one for $3,250 on January 16th, February 14th, and for $415, and you can see the kind of dip that happened. And I I would have bought this at a dip. I'm just saying, I would have bought this at a dip because she's the foundation to what's going to be the new Marvel MCU. So great pick there, man. Great pick, Phil. Next up is me, man. So I picked this Venom cover, man. I am a Venom fan, man. It is not Callie Ray's put this. This is Callie Ray symbiotes, and you know that if it's a comic book and there's a nice background, you're.
That's a nice background.
That background is sick, bro. The statues, like,
with the
come on, look at that. Look, it's Venom on top of all these under symbiotes. You see that? That's a sick. That's a sick statue. I don't know what statue where you got the statue from, Callie, but yo, bro, like that statue is fuego, man. And he says I always love when they use tendrils around Venom. Tendrils around Venom to almost fill the whole cover. This one is different, and I personally like it, man. Yo, man, that's a dope book, but even doper background, man. And it says this is a Wu Chi Lee variant. Wu Chi Lee variant, man. You guys like that? What do you guys think about this statue, man? You guys like it too?
I think I like the statue more than the comic book at this point.
That's what I'm saying. All right.
I would say the same. The statue's hella dope. I do like the Lego Carnage and Venom in the background too, kind of shooting off the sides. I would like some better lighting so I could see more of it. It is a hell of a picture. I think if Callie could just have maybe done a little bit of an overhead or a side, kind of like what they would call like a clamshell, so you get a little bit of even lighting on it. Mm-hmm. I think it would have been hella dope because that background deserves that attention too. As much as that book, that's a gorgeous book. It absolutely is. I think though, compounding it with the actual room and the rest of the stuff in there, it would have just popped a little bit more for me. But yeah, I'm 100% on this.
And yo, Callie, man, if you're watching, bro, tag me on a picture. Just take a picture of the statue, bro, because that statue is so sick, man. It's like it's like the new King in Black, bro, is Venom. You know what I'm saying? He's ruling over the symbiotes now, man. You know what I'm saying? So take a full one of it, man, and I'll totally put it on my story, man, for everybody to see it, man. But that is a dope statue. Let's check out what this Wu Chi Lee variant is going for, man, on this Venom. And the price for these are about $6, 20, somewhere $20. And it looks like if you buy the trade and the Virgin, it's about $50, and a 9.8 is about $80. But I want to know how much that statue is. That statue's dope. Next up, man, Godly, what you got, bro?
I got the Silver Surfer 1 in 50 variant Rebirth 1. I really like this. And this one is by Meatman Comics. I saw him post it. He was looking for a copy, and I'm glad he ended up getting one. It's not like a copy that is like more than $50. It's kind of like a copy that sells for its retail, but I think the background is so dope because, as I remember, Silver Surfer can go through buildings and objects, and in this case he's like in the ocean when it seems like the ocean to me.
Yep.
And normally you see him in space, so it's kind of like he's like gravityless still, like even in the ocean. I don't know, it's just so sick. Like I feel like he's about to like do something or like pop out of the water and just go crazy or something like that.
That totally looks like me when I was a young kid, man, trying to surf big waves, and you get stuck under like that. And it's really dark when you're down there, and then when you get back up to the surface, that's when you start seeing the light. You're like, oh, okay, I'm close now, And then that's what it seems like. I'm close now. I'm gonna live. I might live this one out. You know what I'm saying? But that's a dope one, man. I like the ray of light coming up on Silver Surfer as well, man. But yo, his board, man. Don't forget your board, bro. Don't forget your board. What you think about this, Bill? What you think about this Silver Surfer cover, man?
I think it's hot. I like the minimalism of it. So I just think it's a dope cover. I mean, I am a fan of minimalism in some ways. I like the way that the actual logo is just kind of like just floating in the background behind him. So yeah, I dig it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really it's pretty visceral too. You can kind of feel it and hear it at the same time. That me because I'm in there. I've been in those situations, so I can feel it and hear it, man.
You understand him underwater.
Yeah, it's good, man. There's no sound when you're under there, man. There's nothing. It just peaceful, peaceful, bro. But you gotta survive. You gotta survive the peace, man. But let's check what the prices are going for these, man. It's about a $50 book, man. You know, like a $40 to $50 book. You get a 9.8 for about $160, man, with about $15 shipping, which is pretty fair for a slab. $15 to ship a slab.
Yeah, the medium-sized box. Yeah.
That means they're gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying? That means they're gonna take care of it. They're gonna ship it in the right box. Maybe double box it in those prepaid, you know, USPS boxes or
the medium size.
Because you should always double box the slab. Come on, guys, double box the slab.
I give enough bubble wrap. Bubble
wrap, but you could get one of those big old USPS ones for $15, and you get a smaller one, and you bubble wrap them in that second one, put it in because there ain't no weight, and then your slab will get to where it needs to be safe, man. Yeah. Mr. Short Box. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's move it on, man. Let's move it on over to me, man. So my pick. It's not me. It's Phil. Go ahead. Phil,
it's still me, man. So
J. Scott Campbell, nice.
Yeah. This is Comic Book Rob, and this is a J. Scott Campbell cover. I am a J. Scott Campbell cover king. I love his covers. I love his books. Honestly, J. Scott Campbell was probably one of the main artists that really got me into comics as a kid because I was a huge Gen 13 fan. You know, I was reading Marvel, the Jim Lee days of X-Men, things of that nature prior to their departure, obviously. But what really got me into going back every single month to get that next issue, no matter what, was J. Scott Campbell. Every single time. Every single one of those covers always killed it for me. And, you know, I had not gotten to pay attention to everything on the death of Doctor Strange, but I saw that cover and I said, I don't care. I'm getting this book. And that is exactly what I did. I love that cover. It is just absolutely super dope.
Yeah, man. J. Scott knows how to draw the ladies, man. He could draw the ladies, bro. You know, like
him and Hughes and Turner. You know, they're very elite. When it comes to
Hughes, yeah.
And there's such a kind of like beauty of it. Looks like she's underwater. You know, it looks like she's underwater to me too.
She's like floating. Yeah,
she's floating. Her hair is floating too. You know, what I really dig is this. I always pay attention to the hashtags, because this is a hashtag show, man. Check out these dope hashtags that Book Rob puts in here, man. Like CBR, Doctor Strange Collection, CBR, J. Scott Campbell Collection. A lot of like a diverse number of hashtags even going up over here. And that's why he got almost 200 likes on that one. You know what I'm saying? Because he's getting it viewed, man. So that's why we're here to check out those hashtags. You might want to add that to your accessories when you post something over on Instagram. But golly, what you think, bro?
I think it's really cool. Like they have her just floating and she's like doing like multiple things all at once and casting like spells and all that. And it's pretty hot, to be honest. I'm a sucker for like girls with hot girls on covers. I don't own them, but I'm just like, damn.
But this is a key too, right? This is her first as the Sorcerer Supreme.
Sorcerer
right?
Supreme, yes.
Yep. And that's her on the cover, man. It's dope, bro. Nice pick there, Phil. Let's check what the prices are going on for this one, man. So
I wonder if there's any signed copies of that one.
I know. You know what, man? I'm hoping we can see J. Scott maybe at San Diego Comic Con. He hasn't come out in a long time, man.
So there's a Virgin?
There's a Virgin the Virgin goes for about $400. It's a 1 in 500 for this Strange number 1. So it's it's about $400, and then you can get this one to trade for, cover price, man. And
this is 100% appreciation, right?
Yeah.
This isn't nobody's getting this saying to themselves like, boy, this is going to be worth like bonkers money right off the bat or anything like that. This to me is 100% J. Scott Campbell appreciation pick. So I was down with it.
That's what it's all about, man. It's all about picking dope covers, no matter what the price is on this show, man. And it's a purple cover too, man. Y'all know I'm a purple cover lover, man. So might be a book I have to snatch up. But what you got? It's me now. See, I'm all mixed up. So me, you guys know I'm a Motu fan, man. And when I saw this Motu figure right here, this Skeletor Motu figure, man, I think this was a exclusive. I think probably to San Diego Comic Con a couple years ago. I may be wrong, but then you got some cool battle armor Skeletors over here as well. And that's what I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to, like, just like more than just a comic book, man. But the comic book is dope as well. And this is actually a hard one to find, man. This book right here, this Masters of the Universe, is pretty hard to find. So we got Mr. Providence from Wakefield, Yorkshire. Wakefield, Yorkshire, all the way out across the pond, man. And he's saying, so my wife, Comic Goddess, wants me to get my IG back up because I am CBF chopful. Now I can use talk to text, so hopefully it will work better.
She said Comic Book Fiend Club hopeful. He's a Comic Book Fiend Club hopeful.
Comic Book Fiend. See.
CBF.
This Comic Book Fiend, the patch guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Like panel.
Like panel. She said it's a top variant Tuesday, and here's my book and some pops that has to do with Skeletor. Dope, man. Dope one, man. I dig the pops and I dig the figures, man, and I dig the rare Master of the Universe book with Skeletor on it. What do you guys think about this one? You guys Motu fans, man? You guys He-Man fans?
I haven't watched He-Man, to be honest.
Really, bro?
No, I haven't. I would love to watch everything, but I have to be very selective of what I watch. Not because of time,
Yeah.
So, I haven't watched it, but I like it when people put like other props with the comic book, and it gives a cool theme,
Yeah, it gives this like more rounded thing going, like a story happening too. What do you think?
It's not, you're really a fan.
Yes, exactly. You just stole the words out of my mouth.
You guys always see my post on Instagram. It's always Skeletor and He-Man laughing on the top, bro.
Oh yeah, with your other little statues. Yeah.
Yeah, man. How about you, Phil? Did you grow up watching Motu, man, when you were a kid?
Yes, I did grow up doing that. That and obviously like Thundercats and all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe was always that first kind of not G.I. Joe collectible that you could really get into. Action figure wise, I did enjoy the old Masters of the Universe. The new ones I'm not entirely high on, but it is what it is. But no, I enjoyed it. I love the Skeletor memes. Those are my favorite every single time.
Yeah.
Like the skin on your lips is the same kind of lips, the same kind of skin that's on your anus. See you again tomorrow.
Damn, you guys want to look closer?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, So yeah, I have to. I love the memes. But yes, I'm a Masters of the Universe fan. It's definitely a part of my childhood, 100%.
Definitely, man. And I love this book. Love this post. All coming all the way from Wakefield, Yorkshire, man. And good luck, man. I hope you get into the Comic Book Fiend Club, man. That's it, dude. Y'all should be accepting right there, man. Let's check out what the prices for this book is going for. And I told you there's only one on eBay. There's only one sold on eBay all the way back in January 22nd, man. Went for almost $2,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very, very hard book to find, man. If you are a Motu fan, you know what's up with this book, man. It's one of these rare ones that that we're all looking for, man. But we're never gonna find it. We're never gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? So moving on, man. What do you got, Godly?
Oh, okay. I got this one by Spedaholic. Fluffy hair, Dirt, Kamala Khan. What do you guys think about the Ms. Marvel Disney trailer? Personally, I think it would be a massive hit. The new era of the MCU about to begin. I can't say anything. I saw the trailer. I just have to get into the series to fall in love with it. There's some trailers where I'm like, oh man, I'm all about it. I fell in love with it. But this one, I feel like this one's going to have to grow on me. But this cover right here is what CGC has it as the Miss Marvel Kamala Khan cover. Predates all new Marvel Now point 1 and Miss Marvel 1, but this is the second print, Captain Marvel 17, and this one's a very very pricey, expensive, hard to find book. If you do find it, people know it goes for a good amount of money. So there is one that's on eBay. I think it's what, like 12 or 13K OBO. I don't know what they sell for now, but I know they sell for a couple thousand for sure.
It's a hard one to find, man. And this This book is a strange one, man. So this is the first cameo appearance. Would you say a cameo, Phil, on this
or
one?
Cover, or could be cover appearance.
Oh,
right?
first cover.
And
it's the first cover and cameo, right? Yeah, cover and cameo. Because 17's are a cameo and 19's another cameo. Wasn't that right?
Yep.
This one, so. you see the back of her arm like this. So imagine if you're in back and you see her doing this. It's a very super Easter egg cameo. Because I have a couple of this books, like the not this book, but the cover, the first print. And it's a strange. I mean, it is a very strange cameo, man. Like you can't call it a first appearance. It's a true cameo because she shows up in just one panel.
Yeah.
And you can barely tell. You could barely tell that it's Kamala Khan because it's like you see a little bit of her cheek and a little bit of her chin. You see her triceps and you see a bracelet. And that's about it. That's about it, man. But this is her first cover, though. This is her first cover. Very difficult book to find. I'm kicking myself because I remember me searching for this book and I gave up and I went to eBay and there was one on eBay for $250, man. Hey, no, man. I remember. This is like this was a while back, man. And I was like, I got to get this book now. And then nope, I didn't, man. I was like, nah, maybe I could find it at a back bin. Never gonna happen. But I do remember someone on Instagram finding this at a half book. What was it called?
Half price books.
Half price books. He found this at a half price book for like $4, and he put the receipt on Instagram. If you're watching a show, leave it in the comments, man, because I think I know what it is, but I don't want to make a mistake. But I seen it, man, with my eyes, and I DM'd.
Makes you want to scour every half-price books in the country now, But that happened during COVID. Everybody's already picked over those places.
Oh yeah.
What you think? What you think, Phil, man, of this book?
I love this book. Yes, we said before I'm a big Kamala Khan fan. I have some, very close to me Muslim coworkers, and I remember getting to show the preview to him and just seeing the hairs on his body stand up. Just thinking about his kids getting to watch this show. He's like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. He's just like, it's like, and he's like, and she was there at prayer and she was doing these things. It's just like, everybody sees that stuff and they freak out. They think terrorists, or they think, somebody's getting hurt or something bad's going to happen. He's just like, this is a superhero I can show my kids. I can show my children and them identify with. So he had never seen a Disney Plus, a Marvel movie. They didn't give a about any of that. But I showed him this preview. He took the preview home. He showed it to his wife. His wife freaked out. The kids love it. This is where things like that matter, right? This is where, at the end of the day, not every show is made for me. Not every show is made for you. Maybe they're being made for somebody else. And in this case, I found a family of somebody else's that had never even heard of the character, never bought a comic book a day in their life, and they are all about this show. And I think that is the magic that is what is happening right now in comics.
And that's why this show is going to be a hit. That's why this show is going to be a hit. Yeah. Just because what Phil just said, I mean, it's not for me. It's probably, it's not for a lot of people. I mean, it is for me, I won't say, but it's not meant for me, my age and my gender, but it's made for all these other people that need something like this for them, right? And they're gonna come to this show and they're gonna be like, that's the dopest show ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people that don't have a voice, you know what I'm saying, that don't have a voice in our but should are going to be watching this show, man. And they're going to have Miss Marvel, man, Kamala Khan,
and she's a super strong female lead in general too. So even like my daughter, who, like, that was her first comic book I ever got her to read on her own, she just looked at that, and I just watched her, and this big stinking smile just threw across her face the entire time. And so for me, I just remember like getting to watch shows, and you see things now and they come back character wise, and there's so much nostalgia and everybody's freaking out. This to me is one of those moments where Kamala Khan's character is going to be in the MCU for the next umpteen years, and then one day she's going to come back, and people like my daughter's age and other kids are just going to be like, oh my gosh, did you see who was there? Like, she made an appearance. She's back. And I think that's just the coolest thing ever. So,
I know.
yeah.
I know, but when it happens, we're all going to be 70, bro.
I know. I'm okay with that.
And we're going to be good. We're going to be like, I'm going to call Phil. I was like, remember we had this hashtag show, bro? Like, we were right. We were right, man.
We were right. We're still alive. Right. Do you still have that book? No, I sold it.
Right, man. I know. I hope Spiderholic keeps that book. Keep that book, bro. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, dude, man. Don't get rid of that book.
It's gonna happen, bro. Keep that smile right there, bro, and then put that on your whatever your Instagram looks like in 2050. You know what I'm saying? And say, I called it, bro. I called it. You know what I'm saying? But next up, man. Next up, is it going to be Phil? What you got, bro?
I love my hip hop variants. I do. And this Vision variant, I just think is cool. This is just one of those situations. I like Wiz Khalifa too. I am a Vision fan. You know, it's just a dope cover. It's really just a dope cover. I love the way it's just kind of like trailing smoke, you know, between his face and going up there like that. I think it's cool. I like my hip hop variants. I really do. And this one was just dope.
Can you relate to Wiz Khalifa?
No.
No.
In the smoking part, imagine.
No, Phil's from Detroit, bro. Phil's from Detroit. Phil is from Detroit.
I have my things in this case. Some more than others. But yes, you know, it's a Michigan thing. We're fine here. But but in this case though, this book is just, I love that cover 100%.
It must have. I mean, I'm thinking about like when this artist did this cover. It must have been super hard to make it like abstract enough for you to know it's smoke with a face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and the way it just kind of almost glows too. I love the fact it just feels like it's glowing when you look at it. Switch Comics, Vision #1, hip hop variant for Top Variant Tuesday. Such a gorgeous cover, you know, absolutely agree. Switch. It is just a dope cover. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know this cover existed until I saw this post. I did not know this one was out there. So this was one that I started looking for very recently. I did not know this one was out there. So yeah, man. It's a hard one to find, man. It's a hard one to find. It is, man. I mean, I'm a hip hop, collector. And I found this at a flea market. I found it over at Kobe's, bro. You know, so I didn't find it in a comic shop. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to a flea market to find it, man. But what do you think, Golly? What do you think, bro?
I love black covers, man. Especially when they get 9/8. It gets harder.
Can you relate to Wiz Khalifa? You can, bro.
I can't. I never smoked in my life. I'm sorry. I'm a unicorn.
No comment from the hood. No comment from the hood.
I mean, it's hood, imagine.
You know, but it is a dope one, man. Rolling Papers album, man. That was a dope album. I loved it, man. Loved the cover, man.
Rolling Papers,
bro. You know, zigzags. You know, so.
What's that?
I don't. What? No comment.
I've never heard of that. What's that?
Comment.
What is that, dude? What is that? What's the definition of a zigzag?
Bro, it's a game you play at school, bro. You know the zigzag game. Okay. You know, like
isn't that like when you get your circle, dot, dot? You get a cootie shot and a zigzag thing.
There you go, bro. There you go. That's. See, y'all think we're talking about something else. We just talking about nostalgic games. You know what I'm saying? When we were kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But let's check the prices. Change the subject. You know what I'm saying? So look at that. It's a about a $25 to $34 book, man. You know what I'm saying? So not bad. Still not. These hip hop covers, man. They just keep going. They don't stop, man. It's they just keep going up. There's nothing you could do about it, man. You know, these got hot around COVID. I remember they got hot like about February of 2019.
For WandaVision.
Yeah. It got. They started. You could actually find these. I was a collector of these before, and you would find these in like half price books. or not half price books, but in bins that were half off.
Yeah.
You know, and now that you can't find those anymore, man. They are hard ones to find, man. But great pick, Phil. And it moves on to me, man. And I'm a Department of Truth fan, and I just love this damn cover, man. I don't know if it's an homage to something or not. It looks like something super psychedelic in the 70s, like a Jimi Hendrix poster. It's freaking dope, though. I was like, yo, man, this is a top variant too that I could get with, man. So this is by Unruly Simeon. Unruly Simeon. And he said for St. Patrick Day. So he posted on St. Patrick Day. He says, just to sit back and take a gander at this green-tongued beauty by Matt Ritchie. Rat 136. We got another rat in the house. Rat 136. From Heat Seeker Comics is definitely lethargic. Savannah's rocking, I'm sure, but those days are long behind me. Yo, I love this cover, man. I loved me some Department of Truth. That's one of the books that's still in my pool that I continue to read. But what do you guys think about the cover as well, man? Are you guys into it?
I think it's dope. Yeah, it's awesome. A very LSD kind of looking trippy. It is. I mean, you got the stamp there on the tongue.
I'm going to a rave in this one, you know?
Yeah. This is crazy.
And it looks like that video game, those little characters behind her. Remember that video game? I forgot what that video game was. Asteroid or something like that,
Oh, yeah.
It kind of looks like that too, man. It's
Invader or something like that.
Really reminds me of like something from like a Jimi Hendrix poster for a concert, man. What do you think, Godly?
When Department of Truth, I'm gonna say two things. When they do the X's, it's super dope. But there was one variant I barely found out the other day that correlates to Department of Truth. They have one. That picture of Tupac going like this?
Yep.
And it's a black. They have one of Tupac. It's a limited print, I think, of 1,500 or 500. I think it's 500.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes like this, and his eyes are X'd out.
That's a hard book to get, man. I want that book so bad, bro.
Yeah, dude. My friend One Up Comics told me about it, and he showed it to me. I was like, dude, I don't even want the story. I just want the cover. I want to get that book, that Tupac variant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he has one, and it's so sick. It's Tupac going like this, and he has X's on his eyes. Now I'm like, dude, that's the perfect Department of Truth cover ever.
People always go, yo, that's a hip hop cover, man, and they just want to do a hip hop thing on Department of Truth, because I forgot what company.
But the title itself, Department of Truth, Tupac, he's dead, he has X's on his eyes, it's a hip hop variant, it's just so many meanings behind it,
But the thing about it, right, why that's important, why Tupac's on that cover, because Department of Truth is all about conspiracy theory, right?
Oh yes, that's why.
And that's why it's such a great cover, because we don't.
Tupac ain't dead.
We don't know if he's alive or not, if he's dead or not, bro. He may be in Cuba. We don't know who may have got him. Who may have got him
and Elvis.
When I'm in Las Vegas and I come to that corner, where he died.
One day, if they are not dead, they will eventually die. So
it's locked up somewhere.
Everybody's eventually dead.
The truth is locked up somewhere, man. Maybe in the Department of Truth. Who knows, bro? Maybe there's a Department of Truth roaming around. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's what. Two things. It's a real conspiracy theory going on that cover, that Tupac cover you're talking about, and it's Tupac, bro. But I love this cover too, man. Let's check what the prices are going on for this one, man. The prices are it's about $70 book, man. But on the back is a stamp, so I like this. I don't know if this is the back cover or the front cover, but look at this, Department of Truth. It's a set, so that's actually
nice.
Another
that's front cover. Yeah.
It says Department of Truth 63 exclusive variant set. So this is a set. So this is actually one book, one cover, and this is the second cover. So, wow, these Department of Truth variants, bro, they cost a pretty penny, man. That Tupac book is about, I don't know what it is. How much do you think that Tupac book is going for? $400, $500, something like that?
I honestly don't know, but I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah, man, it's a doozer, bro. I tried to buy that one off of One Up, bro. He was like, "Nah, we're gonna do it in an auction." I was like, "Bro, but then you can sell it right now to me." You know what I'm saying? So
200 or 176 OBO.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
There's only 3 on eBay, and I think it's a limited of 500. Yep,
Was
it is.
Was it an exclusive for like a con or anything?
Did
it say there?
No, it was just, I think it was a David Sanchez cover. Dude, it's sick, man. Like, I don't know if you could.
Don't worry, I'll put one up over here for the for
the
fam over here, man, so they can see that one too, man.
Oh,
what
man,
Department of Truth issue is it?
Issue 14. It's just like, I was like, man, if I had to choose one out of all issues and for the cover, it would be this one. Not because of the pricing, it's just the cover, and I could see why it goes for this much.
Yeah, man, it's dope.
176 OBO is the cheapest one.
OBO, man, maybe get it for like 150, 140, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, man, I will put the picture up if I haven't already. You guys will see that, man. But it's a dope cover. Moving on to the next person. There you go, man. It's you, Godly. Go ahead,
Yo,
bro.
so we got K Clonks. I've been wanting to take this picture for a while now, and then seeing the Gazer Collects post his last week pushed me to get it done. These are some of the beautiful color bleed covers done by superstar artist David Nakayama. So yeah, so these bleed covers are really cool, but it correlates to like the negative space variants that a lot of people like by JTC. So yeah, I think these type of covers have a good strong fan base for people to collect, and people are always collecting all the covers for them. Mm-hmm. Like even for like J. Scott Campbell too, and I think there's some other artists that also kind of do this type of art style now. So yeah, I chose this one because it's always unique to see. I mean, I do sell these covers at times from like cons, but I never keep them. But it's kind of nice to see like an actual collector collecting all of them because they just enjoy it so much. So I think that's why I chose this. I thought it was pretty cool.
My boy K Clunks, man, he always come in with the heat. I think this is his third time on the hashtag show because he
really?
puts up so much heat. Sure. Yeah, because he puts figures and pops with all his stuff too. So I pick them because I'm like, that's dope, man. You got a figure and pops. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna put it up. What you think? What you think, Phil?
I'm a big Nakayama fan. Nakayama was actually the first person that ever granted me an interview on Instagram. He is
wow.
He is 100% the most fan-orientated dude I've ever met. And just like texting him to teach him how to go on live with YouTube, with Instagram, and using his phone, and just talking through all that stuff, and then getting him online to finally be able to join. Was number one, absolutely awesome. And number two, these color bleeds are my favorite. I do love his color bleed series. These are hella cool. I have many of them myself, not all of them. Sorry, David.
He sends them to you though.
You're catching me on my at the end of my cover A only kind of situation, but. I've got the big ones up there. I've got Black Cat. I've got Rogue. I've got Polaris. I've got Goblin Queen. I've got the Magic. I've got Spider Gwen. I've got Dazzler. I've got White Queen. I've got Psylocke. I've got Mystique. I've got Gwenom. I've got and Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch I actually have as a full frame autographed poster from David to my friend Pink Moon Comics.
Oh, nice!
Wow,
is that a print?
Yep.
Nice.
Dope.
And it's got a signature down at the bottom, and yeah,
sick.
Hella dope.
David's a dope dude, man. He's a real dope dude.
What's your next one? What's your next one to get from him? He
just did a Red Sonja. He just did a Red Sonja that's pretty dope.
Red Sonja.
Yeah, I mean, these are all he does so he does for DC, he does a lot of like cereal boxes, like ones. He does them for Spider-Man too. Like you'll see like brains for the Venomios and everything else, and the little brain shapes. And but he did that for like the winter special too. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of different books out there, and he's just now getting into DC. He's been doing Marvel for a long time. He did the Marvel characters. for some of the figures recently. So yeah. At any rate, next
That's
one
awesome,
I'd probably get will be though his Red Sonjas. I saw those. He's got some foils out there, and it's not the color bleed line like these, but it's just some dope covers. If you look at it, he used the old Red Sonja, like where she's wearing the large chainmail, and it's not just like the bikini, but it's like a midriff solid like short shirt. It's dope.
Short.
It looks good. Yeah, it looks good.
Love it, man. I didn't put any prices for these because there's a lot.
Yeah,
But they usually go for like $30 to $50. You know, like these negatives by Nakayama, man. And I gotta second you, man. Nakayama's a very nice guy, man. You guys ever see him at a con? He's always down to talk, man.
Dirt King, real quick, what's the most expensive Nakayama one that is like recorded, or that one?
Yeah.
Got it.
Pretty sure.
Scarlet,
know, guys.
Pretty
So
sure.
Scarlet's the
At
one
least
to
for the
get.
Color Bleed series, that one and the Rogue are the two most sought after ones. His most expensive work, if you want to see something really cool, Google David Nakayama and J. Scott Campbell, and you will see his Psylocke and J. Scott Campbell's Rogue side by side in the same drawing. So a lot of people think Nakayama is strictly a computer artist. He's not. He can draw too. And if you look it up and you pull it up, and boy, guys, at the end of the show, make sure you add it in there for the edit. There is a original piece of art that J. Scott Campbell and Nakayama worked on for Jim Lee during COVID to give relief to those people working in like restaurants, things like that, because they couldn't work anymore. And you'll see side by side his hand drawing of Psylocke right next to J. Scott Campbell's Rogue, and it is hella dope. That is the coolest thing I've ever freaking seen.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
You see it? Like, isn't that hot, man?
Yeah, that is. Wow. Wait. So I'm assuming. Oh wow. So Campbell did the Rogue, and Jason.
Yeah, and he sent it to Nakayama, and Nakayama drew his Psylocke right next to it.
I wonder what that piece goes for.
I think it went for like $15,000.
What?
Or 30, or was it 38,000? Maybe 38,000.
Super nice. I'll send it to you, Hood.
All right, cool, man. I'm gonna put that up for everybody. That's why. Oh, I'm seeing it right now. It's a black and white, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's dope. Oh shit.
Isn't it?
Damn.
Yeah. It's hot, bro. It's hot.
That's hot.
Because I was
That's
always
hot.
a J. Scott Campbell fan. I always was a J. Scott Campbell fan, right? You guys know that. I told you that. So actually, it was that piece of artwork that turned me on to David Nakayama. And that's when I started following Dave, and I would see all of his prints, and I would start commenting, and he would answer he answers every comment back, by the way.
Yep.
And that's when we started getting into the DMs, and it's like, man, I would love to do an interview with you. And he's just like, I've never done an Instagram interview. Let's try it. And it just happened, man. He's super dope.
Yeah, sometimes if you tag him on your books, he'll even comment below. Most of the time he will. You know, he's a really nice guy about that, man. He got the Aloha spirit, man. David Nakayama, man, out there in Honolulu. You know what I'm saying? Check out the fine art. You guys are seeing it right now. I put it up for you guys in the graphics. $15,000 for that, for those two beautiful women on that print from Campbell and Nakayama, man. It's dope.
I'm glad I could teach you guys something for once.
Bro, I didn't even know that, bro. But go ahead, man. This is you, Phil.
Spider-Man 2. You know, we're talking collabs, first meetups, things of that nature. Spider-Man, Peter Parker meeting Miles Morales. But this is an evil Miles Morales, might I add, right? So this is, something I love the 1 in 50 Tedesco variant from this line. I've got another couple of covers. The Spider-Man 2 line, this is one of Delato's best covers. Here Comic Book Collection says that not a big fan of the recent black background covers, but love the old works. Only 12 signed in the CGC census. This is a 9.8. I do believe that we're going to get Miles meeting up with Peter soon, in the movies. I think that will happen. considering it's going to be happening with Sony, though, I'm very scared.
Me too.
Because Sony's not got a great history with our Spider characters. But yes, I love Miles. I think he is probably one of the best characters to come out of Marvel, with the recent spate of new characters that they started kind of pushing out the last decade. I think him, Kamala Khan, I do like also Spider-Gwen, Squirrel Girl. There's a lot of different characters that have been kind of beginning to appear, but I think Miles is going to have the longest staying power. Miles is the biggest mistake Marvel letting go to Sony. They just should have given him a whole other different name and just let him originate from there and got him out of the Spider side of things. So that way he didn't get picked up by Sony too, because he could have easily been the Spider-Man of the MCU.
I honestly wish Disney took over Spider-Man, because Sony.
I want them to. I want them to so bad.
Yep.
I hope they buy Sony. That's my dream. You'll see in the news.
Or their
Sony
characters.
Disney buy Sony. It's over, bro. We got Miles in the MCU. Plus
yes,
a lot.
Movies are
we'll be the
better,
best.
I think.
You know?
Yes, so much better. I mean, I saw a great meme where you see the Grim Reaper of Death.
With all the doors. Yes.
Yeah, and you see the trail of blood, and then you see the first one. You see there's Venom, then Absolute Carnage, then you got Morbius, and
Dude,
then
I had a debate with somebody about he was saying that Sony's better, and I'm like, bro, are you serious? Oh my goodness!
Is that a debate, or was somebody high? Were you talking to somebody that was high?
Who said that, bro?
It was Doctor of Comics.
No, James.
It was James, bro.
Come on, bro. No.
James said that, and I was like,
that's the kind of craziness you see in like a Fox News debate.
We love you, James, but no, man.
I tried to convince
better
him,
movies.
Yeah.
Better movies.
You know, James is laughing. He's watching this. He's laughing, bro. He's laughing right now. You know?
That's so crazy.
Leave a comment. Leave a comment, James, and tell us that ain't real, bro. That ain't real.
Defend yourself, my friend.
Yeah, defend yourself,
bro. Where that
came
from.
Let me convert you right now.
Yo, man, but I love this cover too, man. Delato, you can't go wrong. Look at that, man. He is a fine artist, man. You know, that was painted and everything, bro. Like, there has to be something. You know, he's Italian, bro. There has to be something that this is symbolic to in the Roman Catholic Italian.
Well, his signature is hard to get, anyways. So
yeah, you don't come around that much, man. Delato, bro. You know, so. No. I mean, he did come to San Diego Comic Con.
That's the
thing. But that's about it.
Those foreign artists usually go to the big boy shows, San Diego and New York.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. They ain't gonna spend no time in no small show. No.
No, they got no time.
They're flying, and they're paying a lot of money just to get over here. So
you know who I'm really liking too is Carla Cohen, man. His I don't know if that's his wife or his girlfriend, but she does some fantastic stuff too, man. She's a fine artist too, like tutored under Delato, and she's doing some dope shit too, bro. Like, yeah, man. I had a chance to interview her once, man, she interviewed all the way from Florence. From Delato's home. They live together. So she was cruising around the house in Delato's, and we're like, oh, this is where you and Delato live? She's like, yeah, why? You know what I'm saying? It's like, she's totally cool. Carly Coleman has some good stuff too, man. But, man, what do you think? What else do you think, Godly, man? But you got any thoughts on this?
I know some people are definitely stocking up on this book. I'm not going to say who, and I'm not going to say what issue, but there's some books in the series. There are some books in the series that people are stocking up on, and they have a few of them already. So, it's definitely a book to pay attention to.
Look where this comes. This has come from Paris, Netherlands. Man, we got some got some heat from the other side of the world coming, bro. You know, like on this show, on this one, man. Good to see these books, man, coming from all over the world. Y'all are loving comics as much as we do here in America, man. But let's check the prices on this Delato, man. So it's about for a raw. You're looking at about a $30 to $50 book, man. That's not bad. That's not bad for a Delato, right? 1 in 25 for a Delato, man. Not bad at all, man. I know. Our man has a bunch of these. I'm gonna go looking for these at WonderCon. So, bro, you better watch out, man. You know who I'm talking about out there in YouTube land, man. You know what I'm saying? So and that's our show, man. Hey, let everybody know where they can find you, Phil, again, man. Just so you can get sub of Phil already, man. Phil got some dope stuff, man, on his YouTube. Go ahead, Phil.
I would love a sub or two. I always appreciate it, but honestly, I'm just loving being here. So you can find me as _true_nerd king. That's how you can find me on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on TikTok. I'm in all those places with that name. Also, if you were looking for a link and you find me on Instagram, you'll find my Beacon page there, and you'll find links to also my affiliates coming soon with Cover Price and with Fresh Hoods. So, always feel free to give me a check it out and see if you guys can grab some discounts. Always good.
Nice, man. Very nice, man. His link to his YouTube is right in my description. So please go down to my description, click on the link real quick, sub, and hit the bell, man. Help a brother out, man. Help a brother out, man. And Godly, man, where can they find you again, bro?
You guys can follow me at YouTube at Godly Comics or Instagram at Godly Comics, and that's about it, guys. I am teamed up with Shortbox, so I come out with weekly content and 2 articles on their Shortbox app every month to give you a good direction on what books to possibly get, so you could flip for profit or you just keep for the collection.
There you go, bro. There you go, man. And thanks again for everybody that came out, man. Thanks for posting some dope books out there, Instagram peeps, Instagram fam, man. You guys are always coming with the heat over on Instagram, man, and that's where I really think a lot of speculation starts for our books, man. Yeah. For me as a person that I get to pick 3 books a month, using these hashtags. I learn a lot, man, and Phil's picks, I always learn a lot, and from Godly's picks, I always learn a lot, man. There's just so much good stuff on Instagram. If you are not on Instagram for the comic stuff, you need to get on there, right, guys? Right?
Yeah, you do.
Absolutely.
I mean, majority of the community is on Instagram, so if you're trying to build knowledge and trying to see what kind of niche of genre you're trying to go to, like Silver Age, Bronze, Golden, Bulbs, Modern, Bronze, I mean, that would be the place to start, and then you could go from there and then kind of choose what artists you like, what writers you like, what colors you like, the list goes on. So definitely start off with Instagram, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit us up, and we won't steer you wrong for anything at all.
Yep. And I hope I get to see some of y'all at WonderCon. This airs on Sunday of WonderCon. So if you see me out there in LA, man, or Anaheim and WonderCon, give me a tap, man. Get a sticker on me. You might get a shirt off my man right here, man. You might get a shirt off my man. So, thank you again to everybody that's watching. I'm Hoodrat. You're Hoodrat. What? We all Hoodrats. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Man, that's it, man. Thanks, Phil.
Hey, no